You'll never believe the ending that the book actually had for the Malfoy family after the Battle of Hogwarts. So after we say goodbye to Dumbledore, the Malfoys are forced to give up their manor as headquarters for Voldemort and the rest of the Death Eaters. Voldemort then embarrasses Lucius in front of everybody by taking his wand. Voldemort also takes this opportunity to ask Draco at the table in front of all the other Death Eaters how he feels about his cousin Tonks marrying a werewolf. Draco looks at his father for help. His father is staring at his lap, not looking up. Then he looks to his mother, who makes eye contact for a split second, shakes her head, and looks away. Draco says nothing, and Voldemort moves on. During this meeting, Draco also witnesses the death of Charity Burbage. Voldy also forces Draco to use the Cruciatus Curse on Thorfinn Rao, who's a snatcher that failed to catch Harry. Draco then goes back to school, and we don't hear much in the book from that. The next time we read about Draco is his Easter break when he is home from Hogwarts, and that is when the Snatchers bring the trio to the manor. As we know from the movies, Draco intentionally pretends to not know if it's Harry or not, despite the fact that he is with Hermione and Ron. After the boys are put in the dungeon and Bellatrix is doing what she's doing to Hermione, she sends Draco down to the dungeon to question Griphook on whether or not the sword is real. The sword is real. Draco then decides to come back upstairs and lie to Bellatrix and say that it's not, to protect them. After beating the life out of all of the Snatchers, Bellatrix tells Draco that he can decide if he wants to drag out their bodies or finish them off. Bellatrix and Narcissa get into a huge fight over this because Narcissa's just trying to protect her son. Once freed, Harry does overpower Draco, taking his own wand as well as Draco's wand, earning the allegiance of Draco's wand and the Elder Wand in the process. At this point, Draco's mother gives him her wand so that way he can be protected. The next time we read about him is when Draco is in the castle and him, Crabbe, and Goyle decide to make their own mission to try and catch Harry and to impress Voldy. It's at this point that Crabbe and Goyle turn on him, saying his family's finished and they don't take orders from him anymore. This is all because Crabbe and Goyle are trying to Harry themselves, and Draco's like, no, Voldy wants him alive, like, you can't do that. And so Draco's trying to stop them from, annihilating the trio, and, maybe to help them, maybe to go to Voldy, we don't know. But anyway, he's trying to keep them from the trio, and that's when they're like, nah, we don't listen to you anymore. That's when Crabbe sets the whole place on fire, and then Crabbe is the one that doesn't make it out. Goyle had been stunned by Hermione. Draco actually tried to save both of them, but he was only able to grab Goyle himself. Harry then and the others rescue both of them. After this, Draco is running through the halls, and he meets another Death Eater who looks like he is ready and right about to attack Draco. Draco starts pleading with him, I'm Draco Malfoy, please, I'm on your side, I'm a Malfoy, please don't. The Death Eater clearly doesn't care, and he's not going to stop. So what he doesn't know is that the trio is under the invisibility cloak, right next to him. And Harry stuns the Death Eater, and then Ron punches Draco in the head because he's pissed that they've saved him twice. As the war is still going on, Lucius is with Voldy pleading for Draco's life. Please, my son, please stop this, my son. I have to go find my son. And Voldemort's like, it's not my fault if something happens to him. He should have come out with all the other Slytherins. In the books, there's also no dramatic scene where Draco walks over to the dark side. He's still inside the castle. So when everybody finds out that Harry's not dead, Narcissa and Lucius don't walk away with their son. They go screaming I'm gonna cry. They go screaming into the castle, tearing through everybody, just trying to find their son. They're not even fighting. They're just trying to find Draco. Because of this last minute switch and because of the tiny little things that Draco did to protect the trio, the three Malfoys are not actually thrown in Azkaban at the end of this. So in the books, at the end of the Battle of Hogwarts, Draco and his parents sit in the Great Hall with everybody else, and they're off to the corner. They're hiding to themselves. They just feel uncomfortable. They don't know if they should be there, but nobody's paying them any attention. And they recover in the Great Hall with the rest of the Order and everybody else that fought for Hogwarts. So the family avoided being sent to Azkaban because of their last minute switch at the end and because of what Draco did to protect the trio. In the end, Draco goes on to marry Astoria Greengrass, who is also from a pureblood family and also had a similar experience of realizing that those beliefs weren't good, and they both raised their son in a very kind-hearted and open-minded home. So who thinks that Draco deserved a redemption arc besides me? Because he makes me cry. Thanks for watching, guys. This was fun for me. I love talking about Draco. Have a wonderful day.